An interesting thing I've noticed in my life as I've been refined through the fire, as I've experienced difficult things, is that I've inevitably becoming more masculine. I've inevitably become colder. And people who haven't been disciplined by God, people who haven't been refined, will always think that you're kind of trying to be arrogant. You're trying to be someone you're not. People might not recognize you because you're different to what they thought you were, like when they knew you at first, like years ago. People might think that you're trying to put on a face, you're trying to look cool, but it's interesting because I'm so much colder now, but not because I wanted to, it's because I had to. It's because it's because that was the reality I had, and I had to become colder in order to continue to function in reality. And I think that it's the most humble way as a man because life is difficult, and people who people who aren't, you know, thinking about controlling their emotions, people who aren't thinking about like doing traditionally masculine, like men who aren't thinking about doing traditionally masculine things, they probably haven't been through enough, or they haven't experienced the depths of life to be able to come to the conclusion that they have to be colder, they have to become a certain way. And, they haven't taken themselves out of their comfort zone. And that is why when someone is colder, when a man is colder, you kind of have more intrinsic respect for them. And I think it's because we learn through pattern recognition that the colder the man was, like the more controlled his emotions were, the more kind of, the more like masculine they were, the more they had been through, and therefore they were, a force to be reckoned with. Like you shouldn't, like naturally you would respect them because, because of how they're acting, they have had certain experiences that have made them become that way. And I think that's a very big misconception because I feel like sometimes when I go home now and I see people that I've known for all my life, I feel like they don't understand why I've changed. They just think like, oh, Ben's so cool now, or like, not to say that I am cool or anything, um but like they can see that I've changed, and I just want. And the thing is about like appearances is a lot of the times appearances are deceiving, but if someone has a pure heart, then I genuinely think that appearances are the, like, just as in the Bible it says out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. I feel like out of the abundance of like who you actually are on the inside, your appearances speak. Like the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you know act in life. I think if you're genuinely, if you have a pure heart and you're not trying to, become a type of person you're not, then I think like appearances do matter. and and I think it's so powerful because the people who are pure and genuinely act like in a respectable way, it actually shows that they've been through like different things. It shows that they've actually developed themselves, or God has like to refine them. And so that commands respect. I think all humans can see that in people. People give respect naturally to the people who deserve respect.